It's raining a lot today. It is Tuesday, February 6th, 2024. And I'm going to share with you some items that sold on eBay and Amazon, but thought I'd share this as well. It is, it's really coming down. It's really coming down. So here's everything that sold from here on over. There's one more item on eBay that sold that actually technically sold yesterday but was paid today, a CD. So there was 5 sales on eBay, and these 2 books are Amazon. So starting with Amazon, I'll Burn That Bridge When I Get to It by Norman Finkelstein. This sold for $19 and I think 18 cents, but $19 and change. Merchant fulfilled. I don't do FBA. This one I just listed. I listed a week ago. It's a newer book, and it's in amazing condition. So that sold pretty quickly. This one here, Attacking Faulty Reasoning, which sold for, how much did this sell for? It sold for 35 bucks. It's been listed for around a year, and this came from a free book pickup from somebody that lived in the same city I live in, who found me on YouTube, and I did a big pickup of, I don't know, a dozen, maybe more boxes of books, and I'm still selling some stuff off of there. Sold most of it already on Amazon and eBay, and yeah, for the most part, I didn't really put too much of it in my bookstore, but that was a really nice sale. A long tail, but a $35 sale I'll take any day of the week. Now, this is from least to most profitable, and this item was a donation last September. I don't remember from who, but this one I took an offer on. It is called Give Your Heart to the Hawks, a tribute to the Mountain Men, and I sold it for $13 plus shipping. Wasn't going to be a big dollar sale. It was listed for $21.99, and they offered 10, but I countered at 13, so I could make closer to 10 bucks on it. It'll still be a little bit under 10 bucks, probably like 9-ish, but that's a nice little profit off of something that was donated, and it took, you know, it's been since September, but it didn't take too long. But that's exactly why, because it is a lower profit item, that I was happy to take an offer and still make a little bit of money off of it. This one sold for $17 and change. I took an offer. This came from those 10 boxes, donated boxes of CDs that are largely soundtracks like this one, jazz and classical. It's in excellent condition, as are all of them. Bernstein, Elmer Bernstein. There was a lot of his stuff in there, and so I mean, I'm happy with 17 bucks. I had it listed for 30, and I was running a promotion, and then they offered me 17, which is fine with me. You know, you have to make a decision as an eBay seller whether you're going to take offers or not. I highly recommend taking offers because it really limits your ability to sell more items. And of course, you can always control what you accept. Just because you take offers doesn't mean you have to accept all the offers. So not taking offers really limits, it diminishes your opportunities, your opportunity to sell more of your items quicker. So I would highly recommend taking offers. But before but also you should already have it built into the product, to the item. There's enough profit that you can take, you know, you have a lot of range there. So like if I'm selling this for 30 bucks, it ends up selling for 17, which is a little over, you know, a little over half of what I was asking, but there's still so much profit because I got it for free. I'm gonna end up making, you know, 12 bucks or something like that. It's plus shipping, so that's fine with me. But just figure that out for yourself. But I strongly recommend taking offers. This one, you'll remember I just picked this up on January 25th. It was part of a larger buy. I cherry picked from this guy who pulled up with like a dozen or more boxes of DVDs, CDs, and Blu-rays. I ended up getting 61 of them, paid $61 for it. This just sold for $30 plus shipping. So this is going to take a big bite out of that 61 bucks. And most of those will, a lot of those will be going into my store. There's a lot of Blu-rays in there that I picked, and some, what do you call it, TV box sets, which were sealed, and some DVDs as well. So that was a nice sale. Didn't take very long. I figured it would sell pretty quickly. I had it listed for 35, took an offer of 30. Another example of, I priced it where I felt it would sell, but I'm still taking offers. And 30 bucks is nice, considering that that's, you know, after fees and everything, I'm not gonna profit 30. I'll probably be around 25, 24 bucks, but that's getting me close to paying for the entire lot. So, like I said, always shoot for 1 or 2 items, paying for an entire bulk buy, if it's possible. I mean, depending on how big the bulk buy is, of course. If you spent hundreds of dollars, it's unlikely it's going to be 1 or 2 items. But you know, if there's smaller bulk buys, if you're spending 50 bucks, 100 bucks, then that's very possible to do that, for sure. This was the best sale. This was signed The Judges of Hades and Other Simon Ark Stories. It says Edward D. Hawk. Let's see. So it's signed right there and inscribed. Not quite sure what year this is from. 1971. This is one that I've had listed for several years, and it sold for $33 plus shipping. So that's always a nice one. Again, I love the long tail, higher profit items. The higher the profit, the better, of course. But if it's at least going for 30 or more, and it's been sitting for a while, for over 6 months, then I'm pretty happy with that. Obviously, I want a 50, a 70, a $100 sale, but 30 bucks and up is where I'm comfortable. So you kind of have to decide about that for yourself. If you're going to be listing items that are going to take a little more time to sell, what is your bare minimum sell price on those longer tail items that take, for me, I would say at least 6+ months. For some others, long tail might be over 3 months. For others, it might be over a year. But if something is taking longer than 6 months or hasn't sold within 6 months, then I'm pretty eager to sell it. I'm willing to take offers, as long as they're not ridiculous. Like if someone offered me 10 bucks for that, I wouldn't take that. I would counter with a much higher offer, with a much higher counter. Yeah, so just keep that in mind. You know, Amazon, there's no offers. You're battling it out. If you have a repricer, or if you don't, on price mostly. But you don't have that function. But with eBay, the great thing is you can have that function built into all your listings, where you can take an offer, which I love. You can send out offers. You can run promotions. You can do all that type of stuff to move your inventory, because no matter how much information you have in your head, how much experience you have, I'm almost 10 years now doing the reselling books and other media. You still, you know, you do your research, you see what it's selling for, you see your competition, condition, all that kind of stuff, and it still doesn't sell exactly when you thought it would. Usually it does, but it happens where some don't. And someone might come in with a much lower price that you're not aware of on eBay, and then it sells for that price. So it's a really good idea, I believe, to have those offers in place, because sometimes it just takes a little bit longer. Here's another example too of this one where I could have put it in my store, but would I have been able to get $30 for it? It's unlikely. After fees, let's say I make about 24, 25. Could I have got 25 bucks for it in the store? Maybe. But for most people that are going to walk into my store, they're not going to spend that kind of money on it. You're going to have a broader market on eBay. So that's where I sort of balance between the two. Is, you know, that's a great one. This is a great one to have in my store, but I would probably, maybe about 20 bucks I can get for it, maybe 18 around there. But 25 to 30 might not be possible. I'm gonna have to wait a while to get that kind of money for it. because that's really the online price, and I like to sell it for a little bit less in the store to ensure that I'm actually going to move it and you know, get what I want for it. Now, of course, you have to consider that I only spent $1 on it, so getting 18 or 20 bucks is really awesome in my opinion. This is kind of on the border here. 35 bucks I had it listed. Something that I can legitimately get 50 to 70 bucks. I'm probably gonna do that on eBay versus in the store, but it always comes on a case-by-case basis. So that's something that I'm always thinking of as well. All right, guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.